Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport. Welcome you and yours to Access to Bluegrass, a bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station. And here is a fine bluegrass band playing their little hearts out for you. And with no further ado, here they are.
Nobody got hurt. Too bad. Son of a gun, I'm up again.
Never could figure out why the verse goes that way on that. It's called Blue Ridge Cabin Home, but the verse is Blue Ridge Mountain Home. Or are you singing it wrong?
No, it's probably
Chance of that.
it's probably a grammatical error. You had something to say, Norm?
Not me.
All right, we're going to slow it down. Hopefully.
Yeah, with this song.
In a terrific Yankee prison where a forever soldier lay, by his side there stands a preacher, ere his soul should pass away. Faintly whispered Parson as he clutched him by the hand. Oh, Parson, Tell me quickly, will my soul pass through the Southland? Will my soul pass through the Southland? Through all Virginia Grand, will I see the hills of Georgia, green fields of Alabama? Will I see that little church house where I pledge my heart and hand? Oh, parson, tell me quickly, will my soul pass through the Southland? It was o'er my love for Dixie and this Yankee soul I like. It was o'er my love for Dixie and these northern states I'll die. If you see my little darling, will you make them understand? Oh, parson, tell me quickly, will my soul pass through the Southland? And the rebel soldier died. Woo! Made my little belly button tingle.
Public TV.
Oh, made my navel tingle. Can I say that?
I wish you hadn't.
More than they wanted to know, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
All right. I bet I know who made this setup because it's my turn again.
Ready?
I'm ready if you're ready. Well, out on old Enville Mountain, where the bear and the Catter Mountain rain, have seen every night this strange ghostly light, scientists or hunters can explain. In the days of them old early settlers, they'd camp on the platform at night. Now the old habit's gone, but it's been wonder carries that brown rider light. High on the mountain and down in the valley below, it shines like the crown of an angel and fades when the mist comes and goes. Way, way over yonder, after night until dawn, that faithful old slave come back from the grave, searching for his master who is gone. They say that a rich southern planter came hunting in this wild land alone, and there, so they say, this hunter lost his way It shines like the crown of an angel and fades when the mist comes and goes. Way, way over yonder, night after night until dawn, that faithful slave come back from the grave to search for his master who is gone. One more. Oh, eat your heart out, JD. On a mountain and down in the valley below, it shines like the crown of an angel and fades when the mist comes and goes. Way, way over yonder, night after night until dawn, that faithful old slave come back from the grave, search for his master who is gone. Say, search for his master who is gone.
Oh, listen to the applause.
Huh?
We're gonna do that Dillard's tune.
Well, it's not my turn now.
No, it's
Dance.
I never said a word.
This is
It's
a
him.
song that we first learned from the Dillards, or we heard from the Dillards, called "I'll Never See My Home Again."
Where'd the Dillards come from?
Down south.
an
Oh,
old Dillard song.
Here we go. 1, 2.
in a hollow where the pines are standing tall, in a shadow where the woods dark and still, till a warped and weathered shack, thoughts keep turning back to that old mountain home below the hill. I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and I told the folks such of them in the pond. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my folks no more. I can see the wild geese flying in the sky. I can see the dry leaves falling in the lane. I can feel the warm fires burning on a cold and dreary night, and the leaves are scratching at my window pane. I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and I told the folks I'd see them in the pond. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my folks no more. As the years go by and seasons pass away, that home place keeps returning to my mind. I'd give a lot to see them dear to me. That hollow in the woods I left behind. I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and all the birds were singing in the glen. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my folks again.
Mighty nice, mighty nice.
Thank you. You didn't hear me mess up the words then, did you?
Hey, look at this. Breaking at Dawn.
Oh, DJ misspelled something else, didn't he?
DJ, I'm gonna have to take you in the class and give you a spelling bee or something here.
He does that to us
Oh,
all the
here's
time.
spelling E.
Get a spelling F.
Here's an instrumental.
Called?
Breaking it down.
available.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Wait.
Go back to G.
Back to G.
Just heard DJ talking before, or Bonnie actually was telling us a few minutes ago that DJ was looking to go back down south here as soon as he gets a chance. And I wrote this song just about situations like that a few years ago, about friends that I knew that'd come up from the south to earn a couple dollars and then go back home. This is called 10 More Years to Retire. I left my home in the south 20 years ago, came up north with better pay. I left my mom and dad and all the friends I had, thought that I could find a better way. I worked day and night, year after year, tried to save enough money to go home. But the longer I stayed, the more money I made. I never thought that I would stay this long. Well, 10 more years to retire. 10 more years to retire.
Well, working on that production line, make calls into my time.
10 more years to retire. Just the other day I was thinking about my home, that cabin in the hills of Carolina. I thought that I'd return with the money that I'd earned and leave this cold old city far behind. But then I thought again about how long it'd been since first came up north to be hired. It was then I realized, much to my surprise, I'd only 10 more years to retire. 10 more years to retire. 10 more years to retire.
Well, working on that production line, make calls into my time.
10 more years to retire. Well, 10 more years to retire. 10 more years to retire.
Well, working on that assembly line, make calls into my time.
10 more years to retire.
I'm sorry about that, son. I was someplace else, as everyone noticed.
I noticed you're pretty sorry.
Well, at least you said I was pretty. I like that part.
Next song.
Old home place.
Old Home Place.
Been 10 long years since I left my home and holler where I was born.
in the field and look for a job in the town. Mad geese fly south and the wind blows cold. Stand here and hang my head. I've lost my love, I've lost my home, and I wish I was dead. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I lead a plow in the field and look for a job in the town? What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I lead a plow in the field and look for a job in the town? Would like to try I'll Break Out Tonight, maybe, with any kind of luck. Maybe I won't break any more wires on this guitar. Well, slowly the long day turns to night, and soon they'll turn out the prison light. But in my cell I'm making plans to be at home with you again. These walls and bars can't hold a dreaming man. I'll be at home to tuck the babies in. You can change my body, not my mind, and I'll break out again tonight. I'm glad, pretty fellas. Well, Warden thinks I'm in for life. All he's ever seen were these stripes. He don't know about my blue suit, my tie. I wear when I'm with you tonight. These walls and bars can't hold a dreaming man. I'll be at home to tuck the babies in. You can change my body, not my mind, and I'll break out again tonight. One more time. I'll make 'em cry. These walls and bars can't hold a dreaming man. I'll be at home to tuck the babies in. You can change my body, not my mind,
do instrumental time.
It's instrumental time.
It's instrumental time. We're going to do an old fiddle tune.
We got an old banjo player, that'll work.
That's right, we don't have a fiddle. How can we do fiddle tunes? This is one called Gold Rush. Norm's going to kick it off.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us, and it's time to pack up our gear and get out of here and let another fine program come on. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate the cards and letters and emails and telephone calls, whatever. We really appreciate those folks. It makes this all worthwhile. And we want to thank our people behind the scenes, our whole crew. There's a bunch of them, so I can't name all of them. Until next time, this is DJ Davenport wishing you and yours the very, very best. And take care of one another. You couldn't take care of nicer people. Bye.